Alright, welcome to the My Superstar Builder. Create your My Superstar to take into the awe-inducing spectacle that is the island. Choose what division your superstar will ultimately complete in within WWE if you clinch the contract. Romans have to find the most worthy superstar of all, which means that every wrestler will compete against all others. Regardless of division, all island matches and opportunities will be available. Well, I'm going to go in the men's division. Choose a background that best suits your My Superstar. A background helps WWE Universe understand where you're coming from and provides additional strategic gameplay bonuses. You cannot change your background later. So we got a mogul. You're self-made, with a drive to make something out of nothing. A mogul with several successful enterprises under your belt, you've turned your attention to sports entertainment, planning to launch your next greatest brand, yourself. Put the same work ethic into your in-ring training, and perhaps Roman and WWE will recognize your savvy and pick you to be the face of their own booming business. You got an athlete. You were a standout multi-sport athlete throughout high school and college, with several pro organizations vying for your attention after graduation. But your heart belongs to WWE, and with your competitive background, Roman's Challenge is just the motivation you need to translate your athletic ability and outperform all others in the ring. I can speak. If Roman sees your raw talent, he could pick you to mold into a future champion. Dynasty. You come from a lineage of successful professional wrestlers. You learned all the tricks of the trade early on and have seen both the promise and the pitfalls of the business. Your knowledge could be an asset for Roman and WWE, if you live up to your family's name. This is your opportunity to prove that you not only deserve to inherit your family's legacy, but have what it takes to surpass it. Blue collar. You're a blue collar worker who's worked hard every day of your life, but just because the grind never stops doesn't mean you never had a chance to dream. And WWE is your dream. You put in the training and you're ready to show Roman and WWE that sometimes a diamond in the rough can be the shiniest rock of all, especially when it comes with your work ethic and never say quit attitude. Lifelong fan. What the fuck? Looking like a knockoff Jey Uso with John Cena and New Day gear. You're a lifelong fan of WWE. You've studied every match, every superstar, and boy, do you have opinions. Your encyclopedic knowledge of wrestling spans the eras, from listing championship reigns to ranking the matches of your favorite WrestleMania. You finally decided that it's time to repay the debt you owe to professional wrestling and step into the ring yourself. Will your ring IQ stand up when it's put to the test? Social media influencer. You are an A-list social media influencer with millions of followers. You were looking for your next big viral moment when your agent introduced you to WWE and Roman's Challenge as a potential new collab. As far as you're concerned, this is an opportunity for WWE to grow their audience with you involved as you pursue a brand new level of content creation on your mission to win. So basically a Logan Paul. Indie wrestler. You've cut your teeth on the independent wrestling scene and made a name for yourself. From Japan to Mexico, you have traveled the world putting on 5-star matches. You could do this all day because you literally already have. Something tells you it's time for the next stage of your career. Now it's finally time to prove to Roman Reigns and WWE that you're ready for the grandest stage of them all. And lastly, parts unknown. You come from parts unknown, and your aura gives off enough of a don't ask questions vibe that nobody does. Others are honestly frightened of your mysterious nature as well as your in-ring abilities. Being mysterious won't win Roman's competition, but maybe your uniqueness will capture his attention, if you back it up with results. Honestly, I'm looking to go parts unknown. Choose a fighting style that your My Superstar brings to the ring. Each fighting style has unique fighting and finishing and signature moves, and those additional gameplay bonuses. You cannot change your fighting style later, but all moves can be fully customized. So honestly, I'm looking to be a powerhouse. Starting finisher, end of days, starting signature, German suplex into a ripcord lariat. Weight class and size determines your starting attributes as well as maximum potential. You cannot change your weight class later. I'm looking to be a heavyweight. So her strengths will be embodied durability, pin escape, and as well as finishers, but weaknesses will be aerial reversal, aerial range, and recovery. Let's go 6'1", 242. So we're gonna get bonus on arm power, leg power, and running offense, but will get a penalty in movement speed, recovery, and agility. Increase your training by purchasing attribute points. As your attributes increase, so is your overall, which rewards additional badge points once used for unlocking badges. Let's see. Do I want to spend any points on attributes now? No, I want to save my VC for the cosmetics, so I think we're good as is. Choose the rest of the look and appearance of your My Superstar. While some of the cosmetics are limited in the builder, appearance can be fully customized later in my booth and in the shops. Would you like to skip to the final step? Yeah, might as well. Alright. What should we name this guy? I'm gonna think of something and I'll be right back. Alright, so I've gone with the name Darkblood. Not the most original thing I could come up with, but I'm trying to speed this along, so. Accept. And trophy unlocked. Complete the My Superstar Builder for the first time. Thank you for your purchase. You have unlocked the following rewards because I got the Bloodline edition. Yep. More of that. More of that. More of that. Oh. Alright. Talk to Pelham and find him in the Center Island hub. He has some important intel. Well, where is the wise man? Well, that does that. Wish there was an easier way to tell where I was. Jesus Christ, this place is huge. This feels like this would be the central hub, but I don't see Paul Heyman. Unless I'm completely blind. Oh, he's right there. I am blind. Welcome to Roman Reigns' Island of Relevancy. I'm not one to throw around empty praise, but if you found your way here, you must be doing something right. This place? Only the site of the greatest opportunity in the history of sports entertainment. Listen, I don't have all day to be the welcome wagon for everyone who arrives to enter Roman's competition, but I wanted to make sure you got that wearable tech they gave you in the welcome packet. The line? Pop it on. It's tiny. You won't even notice you're wearing it. It's going to track your wins and achievements in matches around the island and beam them back to Roman. It's the best way for him to monitor your progress in the competition. It will also allow you to receive messages directly from your tribal chief. I'll send you a message myself to make sure it's functioning properly as soon as we finish this conversation. Which, by my estimation, is right about now. Or do you need further help getting acclimated on the island? Yes, I need more help, please. Why am I not surprised? Unfortunately, I'm busy, so I'm going to delegate it to the first person I see walking up by, which I suppose happens to be R-Truth. What was the wise man going on about? It's the wise man truth. You say potato, I say, hey, those are my french fries. But welcome to the island. Why don't I show you around this place? There are a few things you definitely need to know, but from the way that little blinker started blinking, it looks like I have a notification on the line. Why don't you check that out and then meet me after? I'll wait for you at the My Booth just up the path. Go towards Roman's Travel Chief compound with his big mug on it, and then hang a right just before the Arena of Champions. You'll soon be in front of the round speed thing closing it. That's a My Booth. You should be able to find me pretty easy. I'll be the dude who looks just like our truth. Lovely. Alright, open the line. Is this thing on? You did it! You figured out basic technology. The Tribal Chief is looking for someone who can keep up, not a Luddite, both in the ring and out. Keep that in mind during this competition. Alright. Yep, Roman's big ass mug. And where's the arena? Oh, there he is. You found me! Great job! Honestly, that's half the battle. Check this thing out. It's called a My Booth, and it does a whole lot more than just look cool and spin. So spinning is pretty cool. It has two main purposes: to help you change your look, and to let you change your moves. After all, if you want to impress Roman, you not only need to perform, you need to look fly while doing it. Roman's always watching. Kinda creepy, actually. Like some kind of muscly Samoan Santa Claus. Except I ain't never got a single gift from Roman. And I know that dude knows where I live. Anyway, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of specific things for you to do right here. Like talking to someone and exploring the island to find them somewhere else to have them show you something. But I don't know if I can really illustrate that, sorry. But you can always just jump into a match. Why don't you find me inside the arcade tomorrow and I'll show you. Go through the Tory gates to my right, and then to the arcade at the back of the courtyard. Feel free to check out the My Booth first if you want. I'm not in a rush. Find R-Truth inside the arcade of tomorrow. What have I got myself into? See, I've never played the NBA 2K games, so I'm not familiar with their version of this, my park. Well, here's the arcade. Now, where is R-Truth? Walk. Oh yeah, inside. Would you like to enter the arcade tomorrow? Yes, I would. The hell am I looking at? This is an interesting long screen. You found me again! Wow, you're good at this. Can you help me find my car keys? Where are your car keys? Now, if I knew that, why would I ask you to help me find them? Maybe you're not as good as this, I thought. So let me show you how you can start a match. See the arcade game with the green glow around it? To the untrained eye, it's just strangely radioactive, but I'll let you in on an island secret. Walk up to it and you'll find out this stealthy matchmaking portal allowing you to jump into matches with other competitors on the island. Each portal looks different, but every area of the island has one. Not so stealthy and complicated by the green glow around it. So get in there and try it out. And win. I didn't really recommend winning. I'm pretty sure you would. Wow, I'm really helpful. Like your personal island tutor. Our tutor. I'm gonna go find Andre Chase and ask him to give me one of those diploma things. Good luck. I'm sure I'll see you around the island. Alright, that's the tutorial. Read the message on the line from your tribal chief. Welcome to the island. My island. You might think that arriving here makes you relevant. It doesn't. It makes you lucky to be afforded this opportunity to impress your tribal chief. Growing up in the bloodline, I never had any option but to prove myself. You do. There's still time to turn in your line device, grab a bunch of membrane and frozen drink, and take a seat in the stands. Still want to compete? I set up a series of matches to start separating the talent from the rest. Get to work. Roman set up a match for you. Win to make the best first impression. Alright, let's do this. First match on the island. Roman's challenge, one-on-one. Big boy, Flex Mignon.
This is Michael Cole, Corey Graves, and Byron Saxton coming to you live, well, kind of, one of the first of many matches on Roman Reigns' Island of Relevancy.
I've never called a match remotely like this before, but I feel like we're right in the middle of the action. I'm all for some fresh blood in WWE, and with Roman's promise of a contract at the end of this, we could see a truly deserving new WWE superstar.
And Flex getting some pushback there.
Yeah, but I don't think he's all too worried at this point in the match.
Alright, let's take a quick look at our match actions. Win, land 5 lights, land 3 heavies, forward diving attack, taunt opponent, carrying opponent, 75 VC for losing the match. Alright, so it's not completely pointless if we lose. Reverse a finisher move, perform apron dives, kick out of a pin, kick out of a near fall pin, apron grapples, apron running dive, apron strike attack. Alright, that's good to know. Probably won't worry too much about it. Let's continue to put the boots here on Flex Mignon.
What a headbutt. He's getting pumped, he's getting focused, and he's taking the WWE Universe with him.
Big boot. He's absorbing a ton of offense here.
It seems like he has no way to escape here.
Wait, just check. Yep. The 3-button combo.
With a Uranagi. Military press. It is his time to take care of business. What a suplex.
No idea how he's even able to continue in this match.
Taking on so much offense, you got to worry about the lingering effects.
And here's the sig. German suplex.
But that's not all.
Into a ripcord lariat. What a combination.
He's waiting for him to rise to deliver something devastating. No way. Astounding power.
End of days.
Mignon's down and he might be out.
Kicks out. Just kicked out.
I thought for sure this thing was wrapped
Wow.
up. Well, stay in your... Oh, hold on. Is he thinking of a submission here? Targeting the shoulder with the claw. This couldn't take it anymore. Has to tap.
There we go. That was easy enough. Alright. Got 150 CC from that. Still a long way to go. Jody Garcia, saw your match. What was your opponent's deal? Flex Mignon? Unclear. Was I fighting a wrestler or a chef? Right? Seems like he stole his looks straight from a video game or something. And there goes the fourth wall. 2 weeks to their own, I guess. But it didn't help him get the win, did it? Congrats, in a way. Thanks, I appreciate that. I figure as long as we're not up against each other, might as well support a fellow competitor. There's enough of her talent to take down. I beat a guy with a block I could protect on my first match. I'm Jody. Next comes the part where you tell me about yourself. What brings you to the island? I want the contract. You and every other competitor. There can only be one, and I'm putting my money on me. What makes you think you've got the edge? I got the talent. If everyone said they had talent wasn't WWE, there'd be more superstars than fans. Guess that's why Roman's doing this competition. But you didn't stink out there, so I guess you're not blowing smoke. Good luck in your next match. I hear the tribal chiefs raise mistakes. Yeah. New level, some new rewards, new XP level. Compete your next scheduled match. This one's sure to be harder. Alright. Oh, a Battle Royal. This ought to be fun. Not really. Truth's here. Of course he is. Who is she? And who's this bum?
Roman seems determined to
Bailey Bonesaw and Holly Flatland.
I guess the winner of the challenge will need to do more than just win a one-on-one contest. Wait a second, is that our truth? What's he doing here? He's already a WWE superstar.
When has something like basic logic ever stopped our truth from marching to the beat of his own drum, Corey?
Basement drop kick.
Alright, let's see if I can get a quick elimination here.
Now is no time to dance. Are you kidding me?
Yep, there she goes.
Ridiculous. Look at this here, guys. Look at this.
Back suplex into a powerbomb. My goodness. Crashing down like that, having the wind knocked out of you, never a good time for that to happen.
And we have Truth. Boom! Read that one.
There's some power behind that punch.
Oof, meeting of the minds creates separation. Hooked up. Nothing fancy.
Let's find some work on our Truth. Why not?
Really
We're already
feeding
here.
all of his faithful fans.
Kick gets caught.
Counters and counters. Each superstar looking dialed in.
Sliding out of danger there. Man, the neck breaker. Military press.
I'll tell you what's up now. R-Truth is having some tough hits thrown his way.
Has them in the corner, getting it charged up. There's the clothesline.
That's right, Truth.
He finds a counter.
German suplex. But that's not all.
Into a ripcord lariat. What a combination.
I don't think Truth's aware of the danger that's coming.
And end the day.
Days!
Is that enough to take out Truth?
Alright. Thanks for coming, Truth. Alright, that was easier than I thought. I guess it is just our first couple of matches, so they have to make it easy. Talk to R-Truth, who's entered Roman's challenge. Find him near the cemetery outside the dead windows. Well, this certainly looks cemetery-ish. No, 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 no. No, I'm good. Where the hell could R-Truth be? Can't go in there. Oh. Well, it's right by him. How'd I do? Did I win? Why are you competing? Why shouldn't I? Roman issue challenge? I thought it sounded exciting. I always wanted to rub elbows with Roman in the Bloodline. I'm a big fan, even though they always seem to be fighting about something. I wish they could just sort out their differences. Don't we all? In my family, when people disagree, we settle over a big family dinner. Seems a lot more efficient and cost-effective than having to fight at WrestleMania. A big bowl of mashed potatoes is very affordable. How much does WrestleMania cost? More than that? Yes, at least 75,634,12 bowls of mashed potatoes. Why and how do you know that? Unless they're my own here yet. Her potatoes are priceless. No offense, Mania. I want you to be straight with me. Do you think I have a shot winning Roman's WWE contract? You're already in WWE, Truth. That may be true, but I've never won from the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. There's a thing about that guy that I just can't put my finger on. I think he's got something special. Keep an eye on him. Check your messages and read the line transmission from Roman. You're still here. You haven't given up and gone home. But no one gets a participation award for playing a couple of matches. Don't get complacent. It won't all be this easy. I'm looking for all-around talent. Someone who can see in all scenarios, even the missing ones. Good luck. Talk to Kyle Slickman about Roman's last message. Kyle's in the plaza outside the arcade. And some intel on your next opponent. Alright. You know, this... Oh, let's just check back here. I often see what events currently active on the island. My Superstar. This is where you can monitor the progression of your My Superstar as well as manage upgrades and banners. Equip paybacks or special abilities to help you change the momentum of a match and pitch. View, equip, and unlock paybacks here. Reach new XP levels to unlock payback points. Alright, let's actually equip this Adrenaline Rush. Fire up with a surge and urge of adrenaline urge your energy to resist incoming attacks and go on the offensive. While down, hold R2 and press triangle and project to feel adrenaline in your soul. Something going wrong. You're all available. Oh, complete a quest here. Complete your current quests to unlock new ones. Alright, how long is this? Alright, how long is this one quest? Because, yeah, alright. Challenges. Check back frequently to view the latest challenges available. Start your path toward the Hall of Fame. Play the Hall of Fame challenges for big rewards. And, of course, we can buy VC here. Not looking to do that right now. Alright. Alright. I'm running and running and running and running and running. Arcade is this way. Where is Kyle Slickman? There he is. Did you see Roman's last message? So foolish. Of course I'm not here for a participation award. I'm here to win the whole thing. Everyone knows that. Who is everyone exactly? Everyone! People! People who are smart! People who know things! Don't pretend like you don't know who I am. Who are you? Well, you must be a real nobody. Kyle Slickman, and the legendary and famed Kyle Slickman. A wrestler for known who's always ready for anything and everything that crosses his path. Including you. Our hero Roman scheduled us for a match against each other. Whatever his grand plan for these opening matches may be, whatever stipulations the contest carries, I'm ready for it. Defeat the legendary Kyle Slickman. With pleasure. Extreme Rules match. We can use weapons. Not the glasses off this fool.
An interesting fact about one of the competitors in this matchup here in the Arcade of Tomorrow, Kyle Slickman won second place in the East Secaucus Best Goatee competition in 2022.
I'm not sure that qualifies as interesting, Saxton, but it is a fact.
Like Slickman talks a big game, both in facial hair and in the ring, but my money's on his opponent. They put on a strong showing just a few matches into Roman's challenge. Ouch.
Booming boot. And Slickman gets battered as his opponent goes to work.
And
he is feeling the effects of Extreme Rules, quickly
it seems
suffering a
out some
good bit of
more.
pain. Oh, that's just a beat down.
all right,
Any one of those shots could take you out for good.
it's hammer time.
This sledgehammer might be what decides this match.
And now Sickman can't stop this momentum.
Yeah, Sickman's on the wrong side of most of these exchanges.
Corey, in an Extreme Rules match, what do you think is the best winning strategy?
Winning, Cole. In an Extreme Rules match, you basically have to settle for
Wait
merely
for
surviving.
it.
But to answer your question, I'd say stay
And
tough. Never let your opponent see the toll of this especially violent match is taking on you. If you show weakness, it'll only embolden them to strike harder.
He's leaving the ring now.
okay,
No countouts
let's
to
grab
worry about.
reliable. Steel chair, anyone?
Steel chair. Looks like he's
Oh,
opting
wait.
to go with the simple but
Brad
effective statement here.
wants tables.
He's out of the ring.
Let's do the tables.
Never mind that.
Any chance the table will be set up for a lovely spread? Never mind, that never happens. Someone is likely going through it.
This is certainly an effective use of a foreign object, letting out every ounce of frustration and rage and then some.
And signature.
And
Let's
he
just
re-enters into the ring.
set this table up real quick. Have a little fun at the expense
Looks
of
like
this
he has something
fucking
planned
game.
with his table, guys.
I don't want to know.
That puts an end to that, thank goodness.
Do I have a table finisher? I do.
switched it up into a powerbomb position.
And of course he reversed. Of course he did.
And breaks up.
No.
One step ahead there.
Couple backbreakers and just.
Are you kidding me? Oh my God.
Well, that works.
Through the table.
Oh my God, right over the top and hit hard.
From the top. What? Completely throwing self-preservation out the window.
I don't know how your mind would even think about doing that.
And
Into a power slam. Oof.
Hooked up, driven down.
And that was certainly a targeted attack to the core. And now gets tossed into the ring.
take our time getting in the ring.
Nope,
not try.
He's reversing the momentum on him.
Looks
Hey,
like he shook
finisher.
the cobwebs and he's turning it around. No way.
And you're done.
The end of days. This spells doom for Slickman.
1, 2, and 3.
And that's all she wrote.
Easy enough. Extreme Rules? That was totally unfair. You beating me meant nothing. You failed, and that's that. This is not just that. Everyone knows that it's unconscionable to put the legendary Kyle Slickman in an Extreme Rules match without any notice. I need advance warning, preparation, time to own my craft. My fans deserve more. We all deserve more. Doesn't matter who I am, I'm Kyle Slickman. Well, someone's salty. We got another message from your tribal chief. Read it. Adapt or die. Do you keep up when your circumstances change? Or do you die on the vine, which is so shifting in the atmosphere? Being adaptable, it's not just about being able to compete in different matches to be listeners. It's about being able to make life work for you, whoever is after you, and get even stronger under pressure. Time will tell if you flourish or fail. Compare notes of Donna Matrix and Rich Horikawa, chatting outside the arcade. Right here. Folks. So, Roman's kind of cryptic, huh? Never knew our tribal chief was such a riddler. Kind of wish he'd just tell us what our next match is going to be. Would be nice to get a heads up. Honestly, I trade advance notice if we just got to compete without the commentary. Feels like Roman's enjoying sending us messages of how he knows and understands more about this business than us. I'm no rookie. I see Roman's point. He's the tribal chief. I don't think you get bonus points for kissing butt. But we did say the line is tracking everything you do, so maybe? Roman Reigns is my undisputed tribal chief. Let's see if you heard that if it moves me up the rankings. I just want to get on with it to see what Roman has in store next. Compare Roman's next planned match. Tag team match. Who am I teaming with and who am I facing?
The tribal chief was cryptic about the next match type in his challenge, but it seems we're in for a 6-person tag team competition.
So it's me, Jody, Warrior, and Trent Straw. It's Beth Spartan, Sammy George, and Ritual Travel.
Well, I personally find it to be a blessing and honor to work in a team of 3.
Oh, shut up, Saxton.
Just call the damn match.
I was trying to say something nice. What a headbutt.
Looks like Beth is
Poor
wavering a bit
Saxton
now.
can't catch a
I don't
break.
think she expected to take this kind of punishment, Cole. She might be a bit out of step right now.
No, goddamn turning. I'm not trying to.
Nice. Schoolboy from behind.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Keeping a loss at bay for now. Ooh, stiff
Ow.
punch.
Nope.
There it is. Reversal. Booty boat.
Sharp jab. Series of strikes to the back.
Double axe handle. Oof. Practically never-ending blows. Coming at full force.
Well,
here.
Beth. And of course, she
She
reversed.
countered that into her own offense.
Several reversals, neither superstar able to penetrate their opponent's defenses.
Drop down. And reversing that. Nice try. And just toss her aside.
Showing no signs of defense here, guys.
Oh, that'll rock you. Axe bomber! Oh my goodness! And repeated impacts
No.
will weaken you mentally as much as it
You don't
does
get to
physically.
tagging your partners.
Military press! Struggling to find a base. Time could very well be running out. German suplex. But that's not all.
Into a ripcord lariat. What a
Trent.
combination.
Jody, take care of them.
Stalking
I'm about
here
to
could be a
finish this.
prelude to something big. Uh-oh. End of days! That could end Beth's night.
God, Ralph.
And they score the win. What a tag match.
No
much torque
tag
on the knee
needed.
and ankle.
Of course. Nice, easy matches to get me used to how things work here around here. I can only imagine that these quests are going to get harder as we go along. Level up. Thank you. Roman sent a video message. Check the line. Congratulations. Won your 6-man tag team match. Wise man. Yes, my trouble chief. Tell them what's next. Oh, thank you, my trouble chief. Ladies and gentlemen, next in your challenge, you get to bust out on your own. You get to go one-on-one with all other competition. No, you don't. You want to stick with the team and get to know them. Because it's a huge tournament, a 6-man tag team tournament on its way. And I'm going to give you a little piece of advice. Together you will rise, but divided you will fall. Don't forget that. Yeah, I had to voice act that because I have creator mode on, so I don't get copyrighted. They're waiting out. Touch base with your new teammates. They're waiting outside the Temple of the Ancestors. I'm guessing that's the big. That's the Roman's face building. That's the Hall of Legends. That's the arena. Where is the Temple of the Ancestors? Barbershop. Truthwear. Hurricane Outfitters. I like the WWE branding for these shops. Genius of the Skies. Can't go in here. If I wanted to. Nope, that's a dead end. Pirate Princess. Arcade of Tomorrow. Damage control, computer repair. What the hell is this? Okay, this seems a little unnecessary. Mass shop. This is definitely the temple. And there are my teammates, Jody and Trent. Can't say I expected to find us on the same side of things. Did you know each other? Bad enough for forced on a team, because it's just my luck you two are buddy-buddy. This isn't a bad thing. I agree, it's not a bad thing at all. We can look out for each other ahead of the six-person tag competition. And we don't know each other, we just ran into each other before. Why are you so bothered? Being on a team? Doesn't matter if you're just second coming. Doesn't matter if you're just second coming if your teammate stinks the place up. I don't like having my fate tied to someone else's. But I guess you better not stink the place up, Mr. Second Coming. Trent Shaw. I've heard of you. You've been on the indie circuit for like forever. I suppose it's about the length of it. Long enough to know how this business works. Alright, Smarty, what about you? You never told me where you came from. If we're gonna work together, we should probably know each other a bit. I like to stay private. Okay, geez. I guess we won't get to know each other a bit. At least not now. We can not talk each other's ears off, or we can do what we came here to do. Train to win. I'm gonna do the latter until this next contest starts. As Jesse Weech is saying. Is ladder the second thing? I've always been confused about that. Yes it is. Trent's grumpy, but he has a point. There's a lot of ways for us to increase our skills around the island. Maybe we try to brush up as much as we can to Roman now it's time to begin. I'll see you around. Welcome to the island. Quest complete. And on that note, I think we're gonna call it. So, thank you guys for watching. If you made this far, if you made it to the end of the video, first off, thank you. Oh, be sure to once again, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know, let me know what you think of it in the series. Should I keep this going, or should this just be a one and done thing? I am still probably gonna play this, but I'll leave it up to you guys if I do it on camera or off. So, also, I do want to apologize for my lack of content lately. I've just been caught up with work and gaming. Plus, my family's going to be going on vacation soon, so I'm not going to be making much content and starting a week from tomorrow. So, also, just thought I'd give you guys a heads up on that. But anyways, once again, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Be healthy, be kind, stay safe, and may the Elder Gods protect you. Later.